Okay. What's going on, you guys? Thank you for tuning in again. I think you guys can hear me a little bit better. Please don't make fun of my makeshift microphone. Okay, look, we're just working with what we got here. Okay. Last time I was on here was supposed to be last week. I'm looking at some notes real quick because last time, and I'll probably still go ahead and upload this for you guys. But last time we spoke about being a prisoner of your mind and how we can get trapped inside of our minds. Before then, we talked about procrastination. This video is sponsored by HEB Coke. Not really, but just gonna bust open a little tasty beverage. Also got the pen with me. Non-paid actor, right? What is it? But no, so me talking about that, I just wanted to talk to you guys about becoming a prisoner of your own mind, whether it be self-sabotage, whether it be being scared. I mean, if I can be honest, guys, I'm scared every time I make a video. Look at this makeshift microphone, and I got a camera with the damn tripod in a bedroom, right? Is it the dream podcast setup? No. But every day we work towards that, right? And that's where it can be a little bit intimidating. It also can be a little bit nerve wracking. It can make people anxious. It can make people nervous. It could bring fear or make things even a little bit more difficult. Um, and how you start with that is just by being a human being. You just got to remember we're all people. We're all human. We all make mistakes, right? We all have egos. We all have point of views, perspectives, different takes, how we would do things better. And how you start by freeing yourself and not becoming a prisoner of your own mind is just by laying one foot in front of the other. It's kind of crazy, but when I was a little younger, I can only say that because I'm getting a little older now, but things seem to come a lot easier. I don't think we struggle with confidence. I don't think we struggled with self-esteem. At least some of us, right? Um, Maybe some of us were more athletic and natural athletes right out of the womb, right? Versus some people who took a little bit more time to hone in on that craft. It took a little bit more time to find what your weaknesses and strengths were, and how do you say capitalize on that, or even just take that and polish it a little. So older we get, sometimes things become dull, right? We're not as sharp, we're not as, and that doesn't mean you're losing anything, but it just means maybe you're not focusing on that like you once would or you once did. It's easy to be very good at basketball when you're young and you're in these camps and you're doing everything you're supposed to do, right? To become that next middle school, high school, college, professional athlete. But as you get a little older, you start playing video games or you start eating junk food or hanging out with the wrong crowd. I will say that for myself, right? And you start smoking, you start doing whatever, right? Ultimately, you could have stayed in that perfect line, but it's just how life unfolds. Sometimes you take a risk, sometimes you go right instead of left, right? And because you make decisions, because we have free will, that honestly can lead us into some pretty nice places and some pretty dark places. And every choice does have pros and cons, but it also leaves you with a life of consequence. Now, consequences can be good and consequences can be bad, but every choice comes with a cause and effect, right? So the older you get, you start realizing I don't want to fall off. I don't want to become dull again, right? I want to stay sharp. Well, how do you do that? You just practice putting one foot in front of the other every single day. Famous philosopher, whoever said, right? Everybody's heard a different story, translation passed down, right? But they asked him, how do you build a wall like the Great Wall of China? You don't build a wall, or Rome wasn't built in a day, right? But what you do is lay a brick down perfectly, brick by brick, and eventually you have the Great Wall of China. So, metaphorically speaking, you just do it day by day, right? In reality, everybody's getting hit with everything. And how you can find ways to escape that is by going against the grain. You have to sometimes climb into that fight or the fire or go into it. Sometimes the only way to to get through something is to go through something, right? And so that's why I always tell people, it's like when you're young, you think, damn, man, like this sucks, but it doesn't last forever. But then you get into some shit and that lasts forever. And you're like, man, you know what's crazy? When I was making decisions in a split second, that shit didn't really affect me. But then one decision I made affected everything and now made something seem so small, which was a choice, into something so big. I have friends dealing with DWIs. I have friends who deal with going to jail. I have friends who have come home from jail, a whole bunch of stuff. We've all made our mistakes. I'm not perfect myself. One thing you have to ask yourself is this worth it? Is it worth it? I can't speak for everybody else, but I'll speak for myself. And for me personally, I was just like, this is not who I want to be. I want to be an artist. I want to be making YouTube videos and making people laugh, or people, and make people enjoy my music, or inspire the next people to just be fucking humans, right? To just be themselves, to have a little bit of confidence, to be you instead of trying to chase this new narrative. And sometimes you can feel a little bit of imprisonment in that as well. And when you're faced with all these challenges and adversity and stuff, and you turn to friends, and friends are saying, man, fuck that, right? Oh, fuck that bitch, or hey man, you just drink, you'll get over it, right? It's like a lot of times you got to step back and say, what's best for me, right? And that comes with, again, with self-sabotage, all these things. It all starts with us. It all starts with the man in the mirror. I can't get up and think I'm gonna fail or something. When someone sees me, they're not thinking I'm gonna fail. They're not thinking, man, I bet that dude can't do that. They're thinking, oh shit, this dude's lining up to do something. Shit, I don't know if I would have been doing that. Sorry if you guys hear the dogs in the back. I'm trying to keep it quiet. I'm in another bedroom and stuff, but it's a little tough. They're little yappers. But again, it's like you becoming that prisoner. You hold the own keys to your own shackles. So crazy, right? Because years ago when I was doing music, and I try to speak on this, I'm gonna re-release this. It didn't upload, thank God, right? Because it was kind of just half-assed. I wanted to give you guys my actual time and effort. Shirt says Sunday. This will actually be released tomorrow, but it's actually Saturday. And I wanted to just say that because some of the things I spoke about then was making music, and then after a while I started making music, and I thought, man, I think people will like this. And sometimes I catch myself making YouTube or TikTok videos, Instagram videos, and I'm like trying to follow other people, right? Trying to, oh, well, so and so got a lot of likes. Even my buddy Chris, shout out Chris, cool dude. He started working with us, I think mid to late last year, and a cool dude inspired me to start making different types of creative videos as well. He's a really cool creative guy making content. But then I started finding myself trying to lean towards some of the ways he was creating, and I'm like, again, see, that's us being comparing ourselves to others. Oh, well, his is doing nice. Maybe I should alter mine a little, right? No. That's his unique style. Let him freestyle and create and do him, and you just keep creating the way, because soon eventually you'll find your niche, right? You'll find, well, you know what? This is how I want to create. This is how, whether it be anything, food, painting, whatever, right? And so I started creating music how I thought people would like it. And then I found myself in a corner because I was like, I don't like this shit. And I don't think people are gonna fucking like this, if I could be honest. And eventually I just stopped fucking recording. And that was in 2018. And years go by, and you run into people, and sometimes, and this could be not just for me for music, but also people, if you're, I don't know, guys, I say spitball sometimes just saying shit. If you're a fucking cheerleader, if you're the next crocodile hunter, I don't know, right? But I'm just saying, eventually people will say, man, whatever happened to crocodile hunting? You still doing that? That was pretty cool. And then you sit there, you're like, this dude, out of all the moments I could have been hit with something, this dude, right, comes up to me and talks to me about this on what possible day? And I just kept finding, after 2018, when I wasn't releasing music, I just kept running into people that were asking me and oh bro, but you actually sound pretty good. And I never wanted to say, yeah bro, I'm the best. Always wanted to feel it. And after all these years, I've been practicing getting back in there. And J Rob tells me all the time, another buddy of mine, very good artist, is it's just like working out. And if you don't work out that muscle, how do you ever expect to shine? It's like never working out legs, and then you go in there and you wonder why everybody's like, damn, look, he ain't got no legs, or he can't squat, or he can't. Well, it's not a muscle you work out. So yeah, you're lacking, bro. You're lacking. It's the one, oh, I wanna do this. but how many reps are you putting in? It's so many. It's so funny because I always, when I create Instagram stories and shit, I know I talk constantly about gym and stuff like that, but because I was such a hater of the gym, I always hate. I don't want to be that juice head. I don't want to be. First off, guys, it's fucking insanely hard to become fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever. Like even if you had juice and shit, it's pretty fucking difficult, right? It'd be impossible. Um, but again, it just translates to so many things when just making sure the doesn't run out of juice or whatever. But it just translates so many things because again, it's like how many reps are you putting in to make a song, and then ultimately a song would be a set. So how many sets you putting in? None. Then how the hell you ever like expect to be confident and feel strong and able when you don't exercise that? That's another thing. It's like all these things become, it's like compounding interest, right? It's like all these factors that start, oh well, no wonder I don't leave the house. I don't get a haircut. This is me speaking for myself. I don't leave the house much. I don't get a haircut. I haven't been working out. I'm not in shape. I'm not taking care of myself. Yeah, well, all those things start to feed, and then you start to believe it because not only are you seeing it with your eyes when you look in the mirror, now you're projecting things, and those projections become your reality, and it's a false reality, but then you feed into that. So, again, you're talking to a man who has dealt with writer's block, who's dealt with, self sabotage. I go in the gym. I don't think I'm the biggest, baddest. Definitely don't think I'm the best looking in there. I always feel very insecure when I'm going in there. But again, when you take a look around, you notice, hey man, there's some dude who's bigger than me here, but he's still putting in the effort. He's still putting in reps, right? Same thing with music, same thing with ballet, same thing. Man, this girl is shitty at ballet, but she keeps showing up. She's gonna get it eventually. Eventually, she's gonna hit her head with the frying pan or something and say, you know what? I think I get it. I think I finally know how to twirl and kick, whatever, right? It's like, it took me this long, now being 30, to realize that it's like, and not even at 30, like people are doing this now in 18, 16, 20 now. It's like, again, it doesn't really matter if it's cringe. It doesn't really matter what you're doing, but some people are just doing anything. And as long as they're doing anything, is better than doing fucking nothing. So it's like, I always admire people. I always also encourage people to go and do something, do something with your life. Find something you're passionate about. Don't give up, right? It's always going to be your first day. There's always going to be your first trial, your first pop up shop, your first album, right? Your first painting. And what you do is you take what you can from that, and you accept criticisms, and you accept, whether it be hate, whether it be good hate, whether it be, believe it or not, there's good hate. And the good hate will make you a stronger person because you'll say, dang, bro, you know what's crazy? At least I'm getting some hate. That means it's rubbing off on somebody, right? I mean, somebody might even come back to it and look at it. But it's like, you gotta stop thinking that it's impossible. Not even trying to sound corny, not even trying to sound cliche, but when you have guys like Kai Cenat, and you have people like fucking who, name any NBA player. I'm just saying, like, when you see all these people, it means it's been done before. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible. To fucking time travel is impossible. It's never been done as far as we know, right? It's like, that's impossible. But to sit here and, my bad guys, sit here and think, oh, well, I'm never gonna be able to do anything because that's right there, bro. That's self pity, and you guys gotta stop that. Gotta stop that. 2026, people are millionaires from this fucking device you're looking at. Millionaires, and even if you're a fucking thousandaire, it's like, you know what? I said this in the beginning of the video. I'm just trying to encourage people to be themselves. I don't fucking got no goofy haircut. I don't have no fucking designer dripped out. I'm not wearing a Rolex or anything crazy. Just a nice little watch, whatever. It's like, I feel like a lot of things are fabricated nowadays, and it's forced people to almost want to have to force a life onto themselves. It's like, I don't have to do none of that. Do what you want to do. If you want to make content, you want to make videos, and don't fucking make videos. I'm not gonna force anybody to make videos. I'm not gonna give you a course on how to make videos and become this person. Nah, you can watch these videos and take what you want from them and realize, damn, you know what? He's got a point. I don't need this hard exterior. Bro, in 2026, I don't even know why people are still acting hard. I don't know why people are still acting like people are still fucking trying to kill everybody and shit. Like, bro, there's too many ways to make money. There's too many ways to make money. There's so many ways to level up. And that's all the stuff I'm focused on. And really, that's again, I just want to come to you guys on a Saturday night, talk to you guys Sunday morning, hopefully before you start your work week, or even if you got to go work tomorrow. I'm gonna try to upload this night for y'all. But encourage you that, bro. Yes, you can. Shit, I'm in the same damn boat with you, and if I can, we can. I promise you. It's tough. I don't want to get up 4 in the morning some mornings. I don't want to get up 5 in the morning some mornings. I don't want to get home at 10 o'clock after getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning. But again, sometimes it's just what you gotta fucking do. Again, we're all on our own journey. So it's like I appreciate you guys for sticking around and, you know, coming and visiting and checking out my journey. This is my podcast journey, you know? So I'm gonna take a little moment of silence. Ooh, and hopefully not die. That was nice. I've been dying off these fucking things like a motherfucker. I don't know if it's just because my tolerance is fucked up or whatever, but anyways, on a lighter note, guys, I'm actually gonna be hitting the studio this upcoming week. It's Valentine's Day, February 14th. So 21st of February, I would say next weekend, be expecting. I'm planning on dropping a 5 track, possibly 6 track, just a little mixtape, just trying to get back in the motions of everything. People who have known me over the years have listened to music on SoundCloud. I'll put the SoundCloud link in the link below. Other than that, you guys can check it out and just let me know what you think. If it's ass, cool. I don't give a damn. I'm like, that's cool. You can comment. This shit's booty, and that's cool with me too. Um, but yeah, I'm like, again, homie just got fucking bro. If this don't mean nothing with this next statement, I'm gonna sip the henny real quick. Pause. And then if if homie can make a song about Granny getting hit with a damn bazooka, bro. All I'm trying to say, guys, is dude, that's all I should say. If I that one line should be a mic drop. Just drop that bitch on the floor. Because it's like, bro, if homie can make a damn song about Granny got hit with a bazooka, kaboom, kablow, bitch. Come on, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, bro. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I know I got some stuff over my sleeve. I'm gonna start releasing music again. So hopefully you guys could check that out. I appreciate it. But more podcasts will be coming. I do plan on upgrading my whole giddy up. That way I can start having a couple homies on here and stuff. Hopefully they don't say no shit that gets me canceled. But we're just gonna be trying to have fun. But yeah, I'm gonna start trying to upload more videos, even some vlog videos or some stuff like that. Not just so it's not just podcasts and me ranting about random shit. If there are topics or anything you guys would like me to discuss, again, just drop comments drop comments below, and I'll go ahead and check it out. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, do not become a prisoner of your own mind. It's tough, guys. It's tough. I read a book about it once, and it was I have to find the damn book for you guys. But it's basically about resistance. And everything is resistance. It's basically the urge, right? To do the opposite of what you've been doing. And with that urge, you meet resistance every single time. It's like Velcro, right? It's right you're wearing a Velcro vest and the wall is obviously like the sticky side or whatever, the slick side to get stuck on. And every time you go out the door, you just hit that fucking Velcro and I can't move. I can't move. There's so much resistance. I can't pull and I can't push. And that's what life becomes. Is everything is resistance. It's like I always compare this to. I'm not no fucking philosopher. I always say, there I go again. I always say, right? Things can be anxiety can be like jumping into a cold pool. I don't know if I want to do it right now. Sometimes that anxiousness, if you just jump into the cold pool, you're gonna swim and realize, damn, that shit was cold, but man, actually, shit was cold, but it wasn't death. It wasn't the worst thing. And when you finally conquer that resistance, I've been talking to my little sister about this a lot, and she's starting to have a blast. But like, once you conquer that resistance and you finally combat it, right, and you go against it, that day you'll finally start realizing if I did this more with just anything, things will start changing. It's a crazy shift. But back in October, this is why I'm working on getting back right. Back in October, when I just was like, you know what? Starting tomorrow, I'm just gonna get up at 4 and I'm just gonna run every day. Tired of being fat. Then I got slim a little bit. You get a little comfortable, right? But then you get comfortable, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is where I start feeling like I'm a prisoner again. Is I start going to the gym and I'm sitting there thinking, why even do this anymore? I'm never gonna get back. I'm gonna share these are real opinions. These are real thoughts. Sit there and I'm frustrated. Fuck this. I should just go get Waterburger. I don't know why I went to the gym. I don't even know why I'm here. I should just go home. I'm in the parking lot. Fuck this. I'd rather just go home. And you're sitting there, man, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it because you sit there, you just want to fucking hit something, or you want to break something, or you you want to rap but you can't, or it's just so much shit, and you start sitting there like just thinking of all this shit. Like, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I don't think I've ever. I think I fucking got pretty close a few times, but after so much shit, it's just like to go through more. I don't want to go back no more. I don't want to be. I'd rather be. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna get hurt, but I'm gonna have to try it. Fuck. It's gonna be. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Let's just get out the way. The best way to get through something is to go through it, and I've been telling myself that. And when you start just, you're gonna self sabotage a lot, yourself a lot. I mean, I'm telling you. Next time it's cold, think about jumping in that fucking pool. And when you say, hell no, I'm not jumping in that pool, that's when you finally realize, yeah, you're not going to do a lot of things, though. And that's not the David Goggins coming out talking to me. That's me sitting there when I pass up the cold plunge, knowing damn well that's 4 minutes out of your day, Brody. 4 minutes. You mean to tell me you ain't got 4 minutes? This video is damn near 5 times longer than that. That's what I'm saying. Like, the small things. Just work on the small things, guys. And that's how you will free your mind, free yourself from your mind, free yourself from being that mental prisoner. Because trust me, the worst thing you want to do is self sabotage yourself when you're already going downhill fast. It's easy. It's super easy. And when I was going through a difficult time, through 5 years away, over what? Over what? Not jail, but mental prison. Mental prison. It's funny. Buddy of mine I work with. I don't like putting too much information out there, but let's just say, long story short, he went and did time. And I told him, I said, honestly, bro, I damn near should just went and did time with you. I was in a fucking mental prison I couldn't free myself from. What good use was I? Fucking sitting there saying I can't all day. You can't. You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta stop that. You gotta stop that. You can do everything. 2026. You can. And if I gotta be the person to back you up, send me the Addy. Send me the Addy. If it's a pop up, if it's an event, if it's a concert, I will back you up, bro. I don't care if you go on stage and that shit is ass, I'll still show up and root for you. And I'll critique you and I'll help you get better and I'll give you what I can as a word of advice. But at the end of the day, that's all I can give you. I mean, damn, you could lead a horse to the water. You can't make him drink. So that's all I really have to say about that. We're gonna hit a little pin rip to go ahead and take us on out. And again, guys, I just appreciate you guys stopping by. If there is any topics you would like to hear my point of view from, you can always drop comments down below. I will be touching base on some other stuff next week. That's kind of a secret, just to see what we have in store, right? See what kind of stuff I cook up next. But again, I appreciate you guys checking it out. Feel free to check out the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I don't have Twitter or anything like that, but yeah, feel free to follow, like, share, subscribe, however the whole thing goes. and we'll catch you next week. I appreciate you guys.